guys, how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing really good. I am just about to get ready for bed. I'm in my pajama top at the moment. I'm just putting this moisturizer on my hands because my hands are so dry. I have been gardening today, which is not my favourite thing to do. I'm not a natural gardener. It's not my thing. I much prefer patioed lawns, like patioed gardens, and maybe a few plants in plant pots. I'm not one for having to de-weed and the worms and the bugs coming out of the soil at you. That's not for me. But I've had to do that today, and it's over now, and I'm glad about that. But it's been 22 degrees, so it's been really nice. It's been really nice and sunny, so it was a nice day to do it then. But yeah, my hands are so dry after it, and I broke like every one of my nails. But I have this what's it called, empowered vegan and animal friendly, no cruelty and recycled glass, I think it is. It's little, like, it has a little wood section around the top, and obviously the plastic pump, but then this section is glass. It smells divine. I think it's a cross between maybe vanilla and coconut. It smells amazing though. My tummy's growling. I said after this I'm going to go to bed, but I think I might go and grab something to eat before I go to bed. Yeah, so I am going to get something to eat, which is probably going to be a chicken salad, then go to bed and await my parking fine. Did I tell you guys? So I had to go to the dentist a few days ago. Can't remember what day it was. I had to go to the dentist anyway, and my dentist doesn't have a car park. Well, it has a car park, but it's only for the staff that work there. So if you're going to see the dentist, it's not for public or customer use, which is fine. But the road outside my dentist is double yellow lines, so you can't park there either. And it's the same kind of the whole area around the dentist, so there's nowhere really that you can just park on the street. I found a car park that has a 90-minute free stay, so there's no option to pay. You can't just pay on your app or pay and display. It's a car park with the AMPR as you go in and out, and it just clocks you and makes sure you don't stay over the 93 minutes. You can't pay for more. That's just it. It's just 93 minutes, which was fine, because who goes to the dentist for more than 90 minutes, right? Well, that was my thought process anyway. So I think my appointment was at 12, so I parked up in the car park, and it is just a minute, 2 minutes to the dentist. So I parked up at 5 to 12. I went into the car park at 5 to 12. I got out, went straight over to the dentist. So I left like 0 time to do anything in between. I was straight out into the dentist for my appointment at 12. And I was sat in the waiting room for like 35 minutes. So it took me to 25 to 1 already. So I was a little bit panicky, like starting to get a little bit panicky, because I thought, well, what would it be, 25 past 1? I would need to be out of the car park. So I've already got like 50 minutes. My tummy keeps growling. I've only got like 50 minutes to get seen by the dentist and get out. But what can I do about it now? So I get called into the dentist. I'm thinking, great, we can sort of get this done, get it wrapped up. I can get back to the car. I set an alarm on my phone to go off 10 minutes before I needed to leave the car park. So the alarm on my phone was going to go off at 1:15, which meant I had like a 10-minute warning to get out. I'm late in the chair, and the phone starts vibrating on my knee, and the tune going off later, the snooze started going off again, and the dentist had finished, and I was out of his chair, and he was just doing kind of the pleasantries, like, before you leave, remember to book your checkup in 6 months' time, that kind of thing. I was like, yep. I ran out. I'd already paid prior to going in, so I ran down the halls of my dentist, ran out the door of my dentist, ran down the street. The people in the dentist must have thought I was insane. Ran down the street, quickly got in my car, and drove out of the car park, and I missed it by 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. 1 minute. I was over by 1 minute. So I drove out at 26 minutes. And I think the parking fine is 100, I think. So that 1 minute will have cost me £100. Which is, I saw though, I mentioned this to somebody else, and they said that the British Parking Association tells like the parking companies to allow a 10-minute grace period for people to pay and get out of the car parks, or to go into the car parks and decide they don't want to be in the car parks anymore. They give this 10-minute grace period, but I was thinking that's fine in a paying car park, because people might drive in and change their mind, or they might pay and then get back to the car, and you've got to get your car started and you've got to get out and all that kind of stuff. But this one was a 90-minute free stay, so even if I had drove in, looked around and decided not to park, they wouldn't need to give a 10-minute window, because you've got a 90-minute free one anyway, and they wouldn't need to give you a 10-minute window after the 90-minute to pay, because you don't pay at that car park. So I can't see why they would need to give you that 10 minutes, you know. So I'm pretty confident a parking fine will be arriving shortly, and if it's anything like the other ones that I've had, you get, I think it's 14 days. If you pay it within 14 days, you get it at half price or significantly reduced. I got one at McDonald's, of all places. McDonald's. I was meeting someone in the car park. We were meeting in the car park to go into McDonald's. I drove my car, they drove their car there. We parked in the car park and went inside. But you know how it is when you start chatting and what have you been up to, what have I been up to, yada 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 yada, and we overstayed by 15 minutes. You get 90 minutes free in I think that must be the standard for free car parks, but you get 90 minutes free. We overstayed by 15 minutes, so we ran out to the cars, got in the cars. It was too late. We might have just stayed there for the afternoon, because we both got £100 parking fine, but we both paid it early, and I think that reduced it to something like £50 each. and saying that they don't think they're the a-hole, and they couldn't be a bigger a-hole if they tried. Like, they're being, it's crazy that they can't see how unreasonable they're being. So we're going to do one of them as well. I'm going to do another makeup one, like doing your makeup, because I know a lot of people like these triggers, these face triggers, like touching your face, touching your face, touching your face. I'm going to do one of them, and I'm going to do another, I don't think I've done one actually, one where it's, you know, sort of the older ASMR style triggers, just like the tapping, like this. This bottle is so slippy now because it's got cream on it, but you know, the tapping, tap, 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 tap. But I know these ones are kind of a love-hate kind of thing. I don't think I'll ever do the ones where it's just full noises, but you know, describing the bottle, little plastic top, and then this section just around the center. Can you see it here? This section just around the center. This is wood, so this section with a little pointy bit, this bit is plastic and it spins, goes round and round and round and round, and you just push it down and the cream comes out of this side. And then this bit that screws on, this bit is just a little wood section, and the tube from this goes all the way down into this section, into this bottom section that's glassier. This bottom section that's just glassier, and if you press that down, it brings it all the way up out of there. That kind of style video, just describing a little bit of tapping, that kind of thing. I'm going to do a video like that as well. What else are we doing? I have a page in my phone where it's just a list of all different videos, so there's kind of something for everybody. But if you have a set thing that you like to watch, let me know. This, I used to like the noise of this a lot. These ones. So, I am going to go and get something to eat, and I hope you sleep amazing. Oh, one other thing. I am going away soon for a week. I say it like it's next week, it's not. But I'm planning on going away soon. And so I bought like a little mic thing because I've heard these are good. Because I was going to pre-record a couple of videos to put up while I'm away, but then I thought, no, why not take you with me? Why not take you with me? So I couldn't take this because I don't trust myself in packing it properly and it not breaking it somehow. And I thought if we went to the beach or anything like that, I don't really want to be walking around the beach with a blue Yeti in tow. That would kind of look crazy. So I bought this little mic. It plugs into my phone, and then there's just a tiny little handpiece. So I thought I could take you with me. That would be fun, but I'm not going yet. I don't have anything booked or anything